field here in Seattle, Washington. Up next, we're keeping it in the NFC for this one, between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. Ready to get this game started. Here's Eddie Pinheiro. And we're underway from Seattle. Starting from the 5. Things going well so far. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
Special teams always play an important role in ball games, and it does right here from the jump. That's going to give the offense terrific field position for this opening drive.
First carry here for Aaron Jones. And that's good for a gain of 5. Stopped that time by someone who collects tackles and all-pro nods every season, Fred Warner.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. But at that defense, you're flying around and making the play.
5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll run. First give to Zach Charbonnet. It's a nice running there on that 7-yard gain. Make it 2nd down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
He was unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Connection made to Shaheed. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Elijah Arroyo, the target on that throw. And it's going to be 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Darnold. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
I love that. And I love that defensively right there. It's about the only thing you could do to the tight ends at this level. You have got to disrupt them. You have got to match their physicality with even more physicality, and it forced an incompletion.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a 1st down right in their midst. That force, that contact, separated man from ball. Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
The 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. 1st and 10 coming up. They send a man in motion. Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
You want to see the term read and react to the little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
At the 41-yard line.
nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Purdy on the play action. His first throw is an interception. And the Seahawks will take over as he records his first interception of our season. What a call for their first pass of the game. It would have been a big hitter if they completed it, Brock, but just not the right touch on that football, and it ends with an interception.
You could just tell these cover guys, they've been waiting for their first chance to go get some work done in this one. They did the homework, number one. And number two, Kate, as Russell Wilson loves to say, the separation was in the preparation.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Staying on the ground with Jones. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
It's complete. Play made by Cup. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Now a give up the middle to Jones. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Luke Martin making that play.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient. He was explosive. He got a nice little gain on the ground.
2nd down carry for Jones. There it is. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks parlay the interception into points. It's an Aaron Jones touchdown.
You know what a run like that does for everybody, for the play caller, for the O-lineman, for the offense? It just gives you confidence that you can call that run again and not expect a little jump, but they'll get explosive on the ground as well.
That one right down the middle. And the Seahawks take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1 for 1.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Great starting spot here for the 49ers. They're headed up 1st and 10. Play action now with Purdy. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's going to add this one down to the 28. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains. It's like you always say, right back to work for him. Getting the drive moving like that turnover never happened.
And they weren't going to shy away from letting him do his thing, throwing the football. Mistakes happen in this league and in this game. And you never want to punish a quarterback for making a mistake. You want to see him continue to produce.
Purdy on 1st down. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
Quarterback of his renown, Kate, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it into double coverage early. And that incompletion was just going to fuel his confidence that much more to keep forcing it.
And 10, still at the 28. Shotgun snap for Purdy. That's complete, Mike Evans. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Get set, get set.
Sticking to the air here. It's Purdy. Ayuk makes the catch. And he's going to have enough for the 1st down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
1st down.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
McCaffrey, and he manages to get back to the line, but no further, as we're at the end of one. We're through one quarter of this opening weekend of football. 7-0 is our score. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. Time to get the second quarter going. The 49ers set up inside the red zone. Putting a receiver in motion. Here's another four-out. And this time he's got it. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers start to fight back with their first points of this game. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. Eddie Pinheiro on now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the 49ers tie it up as he nails his first try of the season. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. They'll take this at the 10. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Seahawks just about set. Here's first and 10. Starting the drive with a give to Jones. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's second and 6. From the gun, Darnold. It's caught by Elijah Arroyo. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
First and 10. Here's Jones. He's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be second down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
To throw, here's Darnold. Hauled in by Arroyo on the right side. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. A gain of 15 there. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
Here's Jones off the pistol give. And they're going to be humbled here on first down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Pistol snap. Darnold. Fits it through the middle. There he goes on the right side. All the way. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks take a second quarter lead. Cooper Kupp the touchdown. Myers to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Seahawks break that tie and now lead by 7. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. 1st and 10 coming up. Purdy setting up that play action. Completes it downfield to Pearson. They get 22 out of that play. And that means it'll be 1st down San Francisco.
When coaches discuss their favorite plays of a game, I guarantee you this one's going to be on it. Not just because of the catch, but because of the effort to go lay out and bring in an off-target throw.
One play in blocking this drive is already in enemy territory. 1st down, Purdy to throw. Into the hands of Kittle. And he's going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. George Kittle, the touchdown. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. Well, you can't do that. Got to avoid hitting the kicker. And because of that, the kickoff will be coming from midfield.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Power squib kick is taken in. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Play fake, Darnold. He's in trouble now, and the ball is out. And no turnover here, but a massive loss on that play as he recovers his own fumble. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're 1st and 3. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. Still their football, but need to make some progress here. And this is 2nd and long. Darnold looking to throw. This is brought in. Big gain for Smith and Jigba. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks capitalize on that turnover and take the lead. Smith and Jigba with the touchdown. That score was less about the throw, although it was good, partner, but it was more about getting it to somebody who knew exactly what to do with it.
Okay, it's a good thing the touchdown shows up on both their stat sheets, because sometimes, well, it's quarterback who delivers, and sometimes it's the effort after the catch that really makes the magic happen.
Myers gets the point after the go. And the Seahawks break that tie and now lead by 7. Now is Dixon to kick this one away. Doesn't like what he sees, so we got a touchback. And they're going to begin this drive at the 35-yard line.
Their own 35-yard line.
Great starting spot here for the 49ers. They're headed up 1st and 10. They'll motion him out of the backfield. 1st and 10 now. Here's Purdy. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
Completed over the middle. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
There has been a constant for tight ends through the decades, from Kellen Winslow to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. When you are big and you've got length and use your body against those defenders, even double coverage can't stop you.
Play action now. Purdy. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball. Left side. Good coverage on that deep ball downfield. Throw knocked away. That's going to send it back to the line for second.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. To the air again. Purdy. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. Two great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for 3rd down.
You feeling lucky? Well, do you? Well, he should, because quarterback got away with one right there. That was an easy pick dropped by the defense.
On 3rd down, Purdy. Down the field, Evans has it. And he's going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Mike Evans with the touchdown. Extra point try now from Pinheiro. Extra point set right down the middle. And the 49ers tie this game at 21. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. This makes it up to the 25.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Darnold. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Kid, I'm just kind of laughing because I could feel the armchair quarterbacks going, I can make that throw. And anybody who's actually made those throws says you have no idea what it feels like with everybody breathing down your neck. That play's got to be right, timed up right, and it certainly wasn't.
Complete out to the right. This play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down. Well, Brock, a lot of scoring so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. More from Lumen Fields coming right up. All set to go now from the 35. Going on 1st. Here's Darnold. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
10 more yards. Complete to Cooper Kupp. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 45-yard line.
Only need the smallest little bit of yardage here. It is 2nd and inches. And again, it's Darnold. Connects with his back, Aaron Jones. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
46-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 46. Out of the gun, here's Darnold. Taking the deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Sticking to the air here. And again, it's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Looking for his running back, and 2 straight incompletions that made this 3rd down.
As a quarterback, you love when that screen pass is called. At least I used to. And you want to attract that defense and all those guys coming after you. But you also got to find the throwing lane. And he couldn't do it on that one.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Red 80.
Third and long. They're going to throw. So the heave knocked away from the intended targets. That brings up fourth down.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
Secures this at the 17. That's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. First and 10 coming up. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. On target to his back, here's Christian McCaffrey. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. Purdy on first down. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go. San Francisco calls it second timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Just about every offense since the beginning of time, since the forward pass, Kate, has loved a tight end that could stretch the middle of the field. Man, I remember as a kid watching Kellen Winslow Sr. dice up right here between the hashes. And what a difference it can make for an offense.
From the red zone now. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. The 49ers will call their third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
You know, I often say there is a fine line between aggressiveness and carelessness. And when you throw into double coverage, well, it can go either way. That time, a tremendous.
And he brings it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers get some late points and the lead. George Kittle, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, what we all at this point expect. Wasn't accurate on the extra point, but he should be able to keep this between the sidelines, hopefully, as he sends this away. He fields it from the 8. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Now Seattle going to call it second timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
At the 29-yard line.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. From the gun, Darnold. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. So they're left facing third and long.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Throwing is Darnold on third down. Connection made to Shaheed. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. Now the Seahawks are going to spend their third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
First and
10 from the 43. Now they're going to throw out of the gun. He's going deep! And the downfield call is going to go unanswered. Defender saw to that. That incompletion means it's second down.
Well, it's hard for me to get too mad at him for missing a touchdown when he's already got 2 in his pocket. Maybe fantasy managers might not agree with me on this one, Kate. But don't worry, as hot as he is, I bet you a third one's coming at some point.
Looking downfield, snagged by Arroyo. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
A 40-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. And that cuts the lead in half, down to 3. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. Well, gotta imagine he's going to be headed to the kicking net after that one, right, partner? Work on how he's striking that football. That was a considerable miscue right there. So first down from the 41. A give, left side to McCaffrey. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gives you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks, really create some indecision now defensively.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Going run again with McCaffrey. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short third down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
Ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. They stick with McCaffrey. And they'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Offense in a hurry up here.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the gun is Purdy. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. That'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Running back sent in motion. 3rd and long for him here. Finds him over the middle. And they don't get much out of this pass. He's hauled down a little shy of that first. It's 4th down now.
6 yards.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
They'll go. It's McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. So they come through with 6, and they're rewarded for going for it on 4th down.
I think sometimes you hear 4th and 2, and it sounds like it's short. But what if I said 4th and 6 feet? That's a little bit more, and it takes a surge just like that to get it done.
set to go now from the 35. First down, and they go right back to it. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Tackle made by Ernest Jones.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. It's a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the sack forces a now tougher 3rd down.
A loss of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Aaron Kendricks. And the Seahawks will take over as he records his first interception of our season. They worked hard to have the halftime lead, Brock, but now that defense working hard to take it away.
Not wasting any time, are they? You know, they love to say about baseball, Kate, baseball's a game of adjustments. So is the NFL. And especially in the second half, you have all that data from the first half. You want to take it all in, and defensively you want to adjust exactly what they did to take the ball away there to begin the second.
Here's Darnold, 1st and 10. Short pass brought in. And he's able to get it past midfield and down onto the 49er side.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Here goes side. Right side.
It's Jones on the toss. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here. It's going to bring up 3rd down. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
With an extra defensive back out there for this 3rd down play.
Here goes side.
They'll air it out on 3rd. Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. It's 16 yards on that play. And that gives the Seahawks the 1st.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
One good for a gain of 4. It's 2nd down.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage, B, it sets up your play action, and C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
Here goes side.
The Seahawks calling for a timeout. So they're 1st and 3. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Second and 6 coming up here.
Go side.
Darnold now to throw. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
At the 17-yard line.
Straight ahead they go with Jones. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Taking
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Go side. Hey, side.
Jones once more. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 11. That's another Seahawks.
We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's the Seahawks with possession, needing to erase that deficit in a hurry. Got that chip shot in their back pocket to tie it. A chance at the lead here first, though. 1st and goal.
We go side. Side.
They'll run with Charbonnet. And he's in for the touchdown. The Seahawks take a 4th quarter lead. Zach Charbonnet with the touchdown. Well, we all knew what was coming when they got into that goal line formation, didn't we, Brock? And they just pound the rock in for an old school touchdown.
I just sometimes love that stuff. Nothing fancy, nothing cute. Here's our formation. You know we're running right at you, and we challenge you to stop us, and you can't.
And the kick is good, and we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Great starting spot here for the 49ers. They're headed up 1st and 10.
Get set. Up.
On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. And just a yard here before this play goes out. It's 2nd and 9.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Here's Purdy to throw. That's going to be caught by his back. McCaffrey. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
3rd and short. Here's Purdy. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Ernest Jones with the pick. And the Seahawks will take over as he records his first interception of our season. That last interception gave him a chance to take the lead, partner. And now their defense gets them another one so they can start growing this advantage.
Yeah, this defense letting them know we don't want to defend a small lead. Here's the ball again. Go get us a 2-score advantage this time.
And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
At the 45-yard line.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Go side. Side.
Out of the gun, a gift to Charbonnet. And they'll fire ahead for a few. It's 3rd down.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
Shotgun snap, they'll throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
First down.
We've set it downs from 37.
37-yard line.
We go side. Hey, side.
Throwing on 1st. Here's Darnold. Running a screen now for Jones. Makes the tackle. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. They gain 11 on that play. And that gives the Seahawks the 1st.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the 1st, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Out of the gun, a gift to Jones. He cuts it right. And he's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on first down. You just want some yards to set up an easier second down play. But they will take that execution every time. This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Back to the line they come, second down.
Here we go, son. Hey, son.
Out of the gun, here's Donald. Throw is caught. Well, this certainly makes the third down easier. Nearly avoided it altogether. Gain of 10 right up near that marker now.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He can take it to the house.
Eighth play of the drive now. They need 2 to keep it going.
Here we go, son.
He's going to try to pick it up. And he won't get back to the line, Brock. They needed one, but they're going to lose one on that play. It's fourth down. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that. As much as that can help them breathe just a little easier on the scoreboard, it doesn't take away now any of the tension this defense is feeling. They're going to need to step up, come through with a stop right here.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And he fields this one, but is not going to return it from the end zone. So the ball going to be placed down at the 35-yard line. 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. First and 10 coming up. They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's going to be hauled down on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
On the counter, McCaffrey. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry. Goes to the hurry up here. And he'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Play action now with Purdy. This is a heater going deep. Yet another interception, and that could be what does it. That is Nick Emanwari. And the Seahawks make the play that should win them this game. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Seattle. Seahawks feeling lucky with a 7-point lead. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. First and 10. I'll start with a give to Jones. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
First play of the drive, lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. Second down. They're going to pass it here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down. Setting up to pass. This one falls incomplete. Tried to find Elijah Arroyo. And that brings up fourth and long. Seahawks bring it out the punt team. Michael Dixon will kick it away. And as this hits and heads out, we wait for the mark, but it should be right on the 20. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. Into the hands of Kittle. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. A 28-yard pickup there. And that gives the 49ers the first. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you got to admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tried to find Mike Evans with that throw. And now it's 2nd down. They kick the running back in motion. Here he is to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long. But finally, this defense has an answer.
Here he is to throw. Kittle makes the catch. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. In quite the time crunch here, Brock, but still 2 timeouts to burn. It's 1st down. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football. Got to start taking better care of the football, Brock, as he brings him to the line here, 3rd down. Now to throw. Breaks free in the center of the field. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal. San Francisco calls it 2nd timeout. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
1st and goal, San Francisco.
They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's 1st and goal. Back to throw. Oh, he's got it in close. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down. So here's their 3rd and final timeout. 7 seconds left of this game. It's 2nd and goal. Sticking to the air here. It's Purdy. And they pull it off. A touchdown catch in the final moments. And now overtime or a win right here are on the table.
Touchdown, 49ers.
So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a 1-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
Comes the crowd swell. The home fans trying to will their defense to make the stop and save this win.
The 49ers will line up.
One final shot here. It's intercepted. That will do it. Jermaine Pratt picks it. And they'll take him down here right at the 8-yard line. That was to push this to a field goal game, Brock, but still, they have the lead with very little time left on the clock.
And now, Kate, you just need to prevent some type of Music City miracle play on this kickoff. Squib it, boot it, put it through the uprights on the other, whatever it takes. Just don't give them life. Don't set them up for any type of miracle.
Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. He's got the squibber. And he's brought down, Brock, and that brings this ball game to a close. So several thousand 12th men and women cheering as the Seahawks.
Stay with me. You ain't gotta go, you can with me.